Hello and welcome back to KPVM TV's Young at Heart. Sitting with me right now is Dennis Silver. You get your name right. And Dennis and I are going to talk a little bit about Silvers, actually.
Yes.
Dennis and I are going to talk a little bit about
I
golf.
get called a lot of things, so don't feel bad.
Okay.
Most of them you can't say on the air, sir. So
As long as we don't call them late for dinner.
yeah,
Right?
right,
Is that how the saying goes?
right.
So, okay, so I am holding a brochure here, Swing for Kids Celebrity Golf Tournament, and that's what we are going to talk about today. Celebrity golf tournament. That would indicate somebody famous or more than one person?
You absolutely think so. We got some good people, some entertainers coming out from Las Vegas, and I have the pleasure of being able to be the master of ceremonies to introduce all of these neat people. Let me give you a real quick rundown. For instance, we've got
I see Jersey boys here.
Yeah, Jersey boys. We've got Abigail Rich, who's Mrs. Las Vegas, so I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her, so I'm looking forward to that. Spencer Haywood, of course, with the NBA for years and years and years, and also Napoleon Callum, who has lived in the Las Vegas Valley for a long time. Football great, as you know, and also Bob Smith, Robert Smith, who also was a very well-known figure in basketball and currently teaches for the Agassiz schools, which is very cool. And we're going to have a lot of other people out there. It's going to be a great day. I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, so run us through the day. What time does the event start?
Well, I believe registration is 7:30, and for check-in at 7:30, typically, you know, people get there early, have a cup of coffee, wake up a little bit, go down, loosen up, hit some balls on the driving range, and it's a 9:30 shotgun. And out of Mountain Falls, #1 is a fabulous, fabulous golf facility.
Beautiful,
I've been going out there since they first opened, and I've got to tell you, if Mountain Falls were taken out of Pahrump and moved anywhere in Las Vegas, they'd have to be one of the busiest golf courses in town because the layout is fabulous. It's always in great shape. The people out there are super friendly, great service. So it's really, really at a good venue. So then it's going to be a scramble, which means basically that the 4 people are taking one best ball on the hole. Okay, so it alleviates a lot of pressure for a lot of people, and you can still play your own game, still have fun, and it's a very common format, is a scramble or a shamble.
And this event is open to everybody?
This event is open to everybody. You could still have time to sign up, and we'll give you the information about that at the end of the segment. We still have room for players, but it's a fun event, and more importantly, it benefits a great cause, which is Positively Kids here in Las Vegas. And that's a foundation set up to take care of medically dependent kids and their family, to help them with their quality of life. So it just doesn't get much better than that.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing on the left-hand side of this brochure sponsor packages. The presenting sponsors looks like the
Finlay Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And then we have other levels of sponsorship: gold sponsor, silver sponsor. Are you still looking for sponsors?
Absolutely. You never could have enough sponsors.
True.
I mean, even if you run out, there's always things. You know, the beverage card. You get sponsor the breakfast. You get sponsor the lunch. You get sponsor the driving range. Whole sponsors are available too. You know, at a minimal cost. So absolutely, you're never going to have enough sponsors. Totally.
And what does, obviously sponsorship is by a company is for marketing purposes, so what would a sponsor receive as a benefit of, besides helping this positively, you know,
well, that's the most
Positively
important
Kids?
thing. They're helping Positively Kids, which is first and foremost. But again, it's benefiting their benefit. It's getting some exposure for them. You'll get signage and stuff, and typically like the title sponsor, not only you get you know, your name all over the place, and your name typically on everything, but you get to put in, you know, a foursome or two in the event, and afterwards, of course, you're heavily recognized during the luncheon and the ceremony, and before I forget, I've got to say there's going to be a great silent auction there also, where you've got a lot of good stuff that you can bid on. And I don't have the list, unfortunately, of all of the great things that are going to be on the silent auction, but you know they're going to be some very, very good stuff. And again, all of this money goes to benefit Positively Kids.
Yeah. For people that don't know what Positively Kids is, talk to us just for a minute about that.
Again, it's a local charity. That I say local, you know, in Las Vegas, and their main focus is to raise money, again, to help support children, improve their quality of life that are medically dependent along with their families. So it's great.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so format and activities here. 4-person teams. It's a scramble, you said.
It's scramble.
And I'm not a golfer, but I can assume that means that the best shot is the one that goes.
That's exactly right. From all the way from tee to green. That's exactly right. You got it. That's very good for being a non-golfer.
Well, my golfing, and I think I've said this on the air before, my golfing experience consisted of, and I probably shouldn't say this on the air, but consisted of going out. I lived in PGA National in Florida.
Great. Great spot.
Friends and I would go out to the golf course, the driving range at night, and look for the balls that weren't picked up, put them all in a bucket, take them back to our house, and pretty much sit there and just launch them as far as we could.
Launch them back, yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I knew I wasn't a golfer, though, probably not much of a baseball player either, when the golf ball went backwards instead of
forwards. Then you know that you're in trouble. But, you know, they say it's never too late to learn, and golf is a great game. As you know, you meet great people, you get the opportunity to travel to great golf courses. We've got a lot of great golf, like Mountain Falls here in Pahrump, but Las Vegas certainly has a lot of terrific golf courses. And I talk about it on my show, if I could do a shameless plug.
Absolutely.
I've got the longest run. I host the longest running golf talk radio show in the country called The 19th Hole, and we currently air on CBS Radio and 100.5 FM KXNT. We just started there on Saturday mornings from 8 to 9 in the morning, and I co-host the show with a good friend of mine, Lee Smith, who's the general manager and director of golf at TPC Summerlin, where we have our Justin Timberlake Shriners Tour event that's upcoming in a couple of weeks also, and do some segments regularly for Channel 3 as well. We talked about the major tournament, the majors, and some of the bigger events in Las Vegas. So I'm seen there also, which is great.
Nice. This is the reason why this interview is going so well, is because this guy is a pro, not only on the course but off of it.
No,
as well.
Shane does good too. He's we'll just get him out in the golf course and introduce him.
I don't know if you want that. That might be a little bit dangerous for everybody.
That's all right. Hey, everybody's got days like that.
Now, you're also involved very closely with Mountain Falls itself. And you were mentioning this course, how nice it is, and it really is absolutely
fabulous track.
Beautiful place. Who is the maintainer of this course? How do you keep it so nice?
Well, that's a very good question, and you could have the best layout of a golf course in the world, but if it's not in good condition, people are not going to come out and play your golf course. So obviously they've got to give a big thank you and a tip of the hat to the superintendents that they have out there. And usually people will hire their own, or they will have a company come out. And I'm not sure exactly who it is. All I know, all of the times that I have played Mountain Falls, it's been in wonderful, wonderful condition.
And every time I go there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Friday, September 21st. Registration begins at 7:30 a.m. If somebody wants to call you and talk to you about it real quick, phone number.
Well, you could probably give them the phone number here. You could, right there.
All right.
Yeah, that's on there, and really there's still room for some players, still room for some sponsors, so I'm looking for you out on the tee.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Oh,
for
you're
being
welcome,
here.
Shane. Enjoy it. Thanks for having me anytime.
Will do. All right, we'll be right back.